Oh my gosh. What a media mess this is turning into. So, for those who know, don't know, and let me sum it up. So, as you can see on the screen, news broke that Tom Brady retired from the NFL. All right, big news. But then this story gets tricky. So, as you can see here on the NFL Instagram page, they're like, Tom Brady retired, all these posts. But you go on Tom Brady's Instagram account, he didn't post anything. The recent thing he did, he's like, I don't know about my future. We'll see where things go. Type of deal. But we don't know. He didn't say anything, right? And then, Twitter is buzzing, and we have this report saying, checked on Tom Brady Sr., who is Tom Brady's dad, that, the story's not true, and we don't know one way or the other. So I have a lot of thoughts. For those who don't know, I'm a sports journalism major. And there's so much wrong with this story. So, first of all, there's a couple avenues to take it. If this is true, I think reporting on it before Tom Brady has not said anything. I think it's very disrespectful for the media to basically say he retired and have Tom Brady not tell us himself. Brady likes his announcement, he likes his videos. Going back to his Instagram, he does these little videos after they win a game. That's just kind of who he is. And I remember when Drew Brees retired last year, he did it. He told people himself. Ben Roethlisberger told people himself. And for Brady to not tell people himself first, I think is a very cheap shot move of basically saying this might be the greatest player the NFL has ever seen. And that, by the way, he's not going to say it. It's going to be reports. Right. I don't know who broke it. People say Adam Schefter broke it first. I don't know. I don't want to say a false news media because that's already possibly going off this. If this is true, the second point is that for a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's a very emotional, very sad. But is it true or not, right? When, like, say, Breeze retired, you could be sad if you were sad because you heard it from him. And this is a weird thing where it's like, possibly, possibly not. That's the thing. If this is true, you basically rob Brady of telling people this, and it's a whole confusing mess. I don't even know. If Tom Brady said he retired himself, I would be very sad because Brady's basically been a Patriots quarterback for my entire life, you know, and I would have a lot to say on the notion, right? And the post NFL doing, they're very nice, but it's like there's this whole mess about it, and it's just like, oh my goodness, it's this whole media frenzy. And, I think, I don't want to go into the whole media rant because that's not what this channel is. It's a football channel, right? It's predicting, recapping, all that cool stuff. But for us to not really know and even if it is true, it's like, oh, okay, then what was the huge mess about? If it's false, everyone's gonna look silly, and a lot of people are gonna feel misled. The NFL Instagram here, as I'm showing us, posted stuff. Um, Players have posted stuff like Lamar Jackson, Julian Edelman, Adrian Peterson. Like, players have posted stuff. I haven't because I don't know if it's true or not. Like, oh my, just so much going on here. Like, it's just if turns out to be false, then this is going to be a huge backlash. And I just think that people should not jump on, the news prematurely, right? There's a lot of retirements. Anthony Levine, Brandon Brooks, Big Ben, Sean Payton stepping down. Sean Payton's now retiring. He's stepping down, but those other players did retire. A lot of those guys very instrumental in those franchises, very big movements and moments. But Tom Brady's on another level. Like this, he is, one of the most famous athletes in all of America. I'd probably say top five on the top of my head is probably Babe Ruth, Michael Phelps, um, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, and LeBron James. Probably top five. I'm probably missing some people, but that's who comes to mind. Serena Williams also up there, but to have this retirement, this huge thing, and have it be like, well, it's not true necessarily. We don't know. It's just a huge deal. Um, Yeah, it's just wow. If Tom Brady does retire, it's gonna be very sad. Because like I said, he's been a quarterback pretty much my whole life. He started in 2000, 2001. I was born in 2001. So like seriously, he's been in my whole life, and he's the underdog mentality, and just what a career he's had, and all this stuff, and but we don't know. So it's just news is so tricky with the digital age. I always have said this because we have our phones. We have our trying to get out my phone. We have our phones. We can type super fast. That's great. Awesome. But if we're not careful enough and we don't double check, we're going to mislead. And usually when you hear fake news, you think of politics, but it applies to everything, including sports. And it's just so tough. I think news is almost tougher nowadays and easier. It's easier because of the technology. Type, 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 type. Record a video. You have it out, whatever. That's cool, but you also have to verify it. Like back in the day, I felt like news that came out was true because I had to get verified. But yeah, um, my guess is I don't know if this is true or not. I think Tom Brady will come out with something probably later today. It makes sense today because it's the day before the championship games, but I don't know. It's just man, it's gonna be crazy either way. If I had to guess, I think that what's gonna happen is later today that or next week. I think they said Brady, like this report, Brady's on vacation. I don't even know, but I think Tom Brady's gonna officially. My guess is, and I have no idea, but I think Brady's gonna officially announce it in like sometime this week, and then it'll be like, oh, okay, then you can kind of take time. If it's not true, if he comes back, that's just gonna be so interesting, right? Like I said, everything that happens there. This is gonna be a wild off season, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to have this out here. Let's see if there's any new news while this is developing. Yeah, this was also on the NFL.com. It said plan to retire. Like, not even like, just, oh man, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff going on, everyone. Let me know your thoughts about this craziness in the description, in the comments below. Um, this whole fiasco, I guess, will be the title, the Tom Brady retirement fiasco. Yeah, I hope you all have a good day and take care.